Hi everyone! So, for today's Museum Unlocked, I wanted to talk about Bronze Age gold penannular rings, just like this one here, which is currently going through the treasure process. Because, as well as being really glamorous artefacts, they help demonstrate the importance of what archaeologists like to call context. So, at the PAS, we call these objects penannular gold rings. It's basically just a physical description of what you see, but they've had lots of other names in the past, including lock rings, tress rings, hair rings, and even ring money. Now, the reason there's been so many terms used is we're not really quite sure what they were used for. They were called ring money for a while because there was a suggestion they look quite similar to objects used as currency found in North Africa. Yet we don't really have any strong evidence for a currency-based system in the Bronze Age in Britain at this time. So, failing that, they look quite pretty, they're quite glamorous. The next suggestion has been there's some kind of personal ornamentation. But if they were hair ornaments, they don't quite work because these objects tend to be more smooth on the outside and they seem to be more well preserved on the inside, which doesn't make sense if you're having hair running through the hole. So it makes it hard to understand how they're quite to be worn. So we're not sourcing what they're used for. How about when they were used? Well, in this case, we can be a bit more certain. We always say on the PAS they're dated to the Late Bronze Age. However, this is basically based on dating of them being found in graves on the continent with metalwork dating to the Late Bronze Age. We have a couple of examples in Britain of them being found in context based on radiocarbon dates, but there's really not that many. So we have these wonderful objects, which we can only really give a best guess about their function, while their dating relies really on only a very few proxies. And that's why I quite like these objects. They're found at a time where we find very few Bronze Age burials. Basically, people are disposing of the dead in ways which just leave no archaeological remains. Which means when we deal with which are probably decorative objects in some way, it removes one of our key strands of evidence for understanding how they were worn, how they were used. So, while they're absolutely lovely objects, they really do help demonstrate how in archaeology context, which is a study of phenomena in relationship to everything else around them, is really important.